Mike Cayley 7 coming at you this evening of October 24th, 2018 at 6:34 p.m. roundabouts. Getting out of work late tonight. Bossing. Doing my boss thing. Not the easiest thing to do, but you know what? You get by. Let's see if this light will ever change for me. Come on now. Come on now. Let me get some yellow. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. No. I'm getting old. Pulling that clutch in. There we go. We got a yellow. If my light doesn't go green, I will be quite unhappy. And I'm quite unhappy. This light doesn't see me at all. Lovely. It was my turn, assholes. I'm going. As soon as I am able, I am going. Fuck you. That's better. Alright. So what's going on with me? Well, let's see. Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing 75. Oops. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, I got a couple of freaky stories for you since it's October. Did you know that my mother's mother was a psychic? She used to do the tea leaves and the crystal ball. She used to look in a bowl of water and then she would see like a movie playing in the water. And then she got so good she could project it up onto a wall and watch it like a movie. And it was the future. She got pretty well known in her, you know, area. And people would come and ask her for readings and stuff. She did tarot. So one day they're having some, I think it was like a Labor Day function or get-together, family get-together. And all of her aunts, my grandmother's aunts, they are sisters. I guess it was sisters, because I'm trying to tell this from the perspective of my mom telling me the story. So it was, I think it was my grandmother's sisters, and they were saying, Edna, read the tea leaves, read the tea leaves. And she didn't want to read the tea leaves. She had a bad feeling, and she didn't tell them that. She said, you know, I just don't feel like it. I'm like, no, read the tea leaves. Come on, come on. So they fix the tea, and there's the cup is empty, whatever she did. She goes to read the tea leaves, and she makes a face, very subtle, but the sisters noticed it, and she said, I'm just not feeling it today, folks, you know, it'll work better another time. And they said, no, we saw your face, you saw something. What did you see? Oh, no, I didn't see anything. Finally, they forced her to reveal that she did see something, and she said, I don't want to tell you because it's not good news. So they said, no, tell us, we can handle it. So finally, they forced her, basically harangued her until she told them. She said, all right. And there were, I think, four of her sisters were sitting around the table. And she said, one of you, your husband will die immediately after Thanksgiving. And the other one of you, your husband will die right before Christmas. Which, you know, they all, oh, you know, geez, now you're just being mean because we made you tell us. And so they kind of poo-pooed it and blew it off. Well, one of them, her husband, ate Thanksgiving dinner, stood up from the table, said, oh, that was great, thank you, honey, and keeled over dead. The other one, he died on Christmas Eve. Freaky, right? True story. One day, my grandmother was sitting in her living room. This is right around 1972, 73. And my sister Susie, the oldest, she's sitting on the living room floor watching TV and holding a pillow, like a sofa pillow. And they're watching Lawrence Welk, because it's at my grandmother's house and she liked Lawrence Welk. All of a sudden, my grandmother starts saying, do you see that smoke? My sister Susie, like, what smoke? Just coming from your pillow. Knocks it out of her hand, starts whacking on it like it's on fire. It's on fire, can't you see it's on fire? So my sister just kind of chalked it up to, oh, you know, crazy Nana. She said, I swear that was on fire. I saw it. Well, a couple of years later, my grandmother had a vision about my sister Susie. She said, Sue, you will come close to dying 3 times before the age of 30. And you will hear your inner voice tell you the right thing to do. And if you don't listen to it, you will die. But if you do listen to your inner voice, you will survive. And after you're 30, you'll be fine. So Susie just, oh, okay, whatever. A few years later, my sister got married. She's 15 years old. She eloped. Imagine that, 15. And 2 years into her marriage, she's like 17 now, I guess. My grandmother died. And my sister inherited that pillow. That was the one thing she really liked about my grandma. She really loved that pillow, reminded her of Nana. So anyway, now it's 1981. And Susie's in the process of divorcing her husband. Oh, what a surprise it didn't work out, right? And he was kind of going nuts. So she's in this new apartment in Lynn, and they called it a fire trap because it was 3rd floor in an old tenement house. And she's lying in bed, you know, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and she hears a car pull up, and it sounded like his car. She heard a door open, it sounded like his squeaky ass door. She heard crunching coming up the gravel driveway, and she hears a voice in her head say, get up and go look out the window. She did. She's like, ah, it's nothing, it's nothing. She rolls over. She hears, boom! And then she hears the voice, and this time it's not just talking, it's yelling at her inside her head. Get up and look out the window! So she does, and she sees that the side of the house is on fire. So she runs out, and she barely makes it because she only had one exit, and it was partially on fire. She made it out, the entire house burned down. She lost everything she owned. The only thing she had with her was her guitar and her bathrobe that she had been in. She was in the bathrobe, grabbed the guitar, and off she went. She lost her cat died, and that pillow was in that fire. Yeah, freaky. When I was a little kid, my grandmother was looking at me as I was eating, and she smiled. And I looked at her like, what, Nana? What's the matter? She says, I know what happens to you. And she just walked away, smiling. Like, well, what's going to happen to me? Never found out. Maybe she saw my illustrious career as a motovlogger. And she thought, wow, that's cool. I don't know. She predicted that when she died, it would be sudden. Nobody would be ready for it. And she would die with a smile on her face. And that's exactly what happened. She went to her doctor. She was, I think, 66. And she had a heart valve problem. Nothing serious, they said. And she's doing her yearly checkup, sitting on the you know, the examination table, whatever. Doctor tells her a little joke. She's laughing, he's laughing. He turns around to pick up his stethoscope or whatever, turns back around, she's dead. They cracked her open, tried to restart her heart. Nothing worked. She was dead. And I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral because I was a little kid. But open casket, and they said that she still had the smile on her face in the casket. Isn't that something? Yep, that's my Nana. Crazy connected. And so lately I've been having this weird feeling like I have to call my sister Susie. I have to call Susie, call Susie. It's like, I almost feel like the other side is telling me call Susie, call Susie. So I called her up. And she said that she had been going to, she's studying to be a medium. And she has friends who are mediums, and on many separate occasions in the last 3 weeks, different mediums, people who don't even know each other, are saying to her, I'm getting this message for you. It's saying, listen, Sue, listen, you have to listen. And she kept hearing it from different people. And I'm hearing this thing about, you know, call your sister Sue, call your sister Sue. And she had a weird thing happen with her heart. It was racing, and she had to go to the hospital. And when I found out about it, I said, Sue, are you taking an asthma medicine? She said, yeah. I said, I was on this medicine in 2002, and that was overdosing on albuterol as part of the medicine. And I had this crazy heart thing. I said, do some research. She found out that was what it was. It was causing her heart to beat super rapid. Crazy. So then I called my sister Laurie up, because my mom apparently has a carotid artery that's 90% blocked, so they got to go in there and clean it out. Apparently that's the thing that happens when you're 80. It's a routine procedure, they say. Yeah, tell that to Joan Rivers. Routine throat examination. Anyway, so I told her how I was getting this weird thing saying, call Susie, call Susie, call Susie, and my sister Laurie says, oh my God, I've been getting the same exact message. Can you believe that? Something's been telling her to call Susie too. Talk about freaky. I don't know what's going on with my sister Susie, but apparently everybody got to call my sister, and she's got to listen. Anyway, my Kaylee 7, getting dog food. Rockstar parking.